Hello, I'm FBX and welcome back to the video. Today I have some Pokemon Go gameplay to share with you. And even though this video is relatively short, it's going to have quite a lot of new Pokemon catches in it. Because in today's video, I'll be sharing with you how to find new Pokemon. This wasn't just pure chance, it was me going to a new city and using a really handy tool to guarantee that I can find a whole bunch of new Pokemon, like this Cuffing that I'm just about to catch. So yeah, hopefully you all do enjoy this video showing you how to catch new Pokemon. If you do, like it, let me know because it helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you do like it. This is a bonus video and I really wanted to kind of test the waters on whether you want to see more Pokemon, Go content. If you do, like I said, liking the video is the best way to let me know. But with that said, let's get straight into it already, shall we? And let's start by mentioning that this was taken from a live stream. So, there's a lot of weird people. I guess I'm the weird person walking down the street catching Pokemon. And also keep in mind there'll be messages on the screen. So with that said, let's get straight into this. How am I getting so much XP so fast? How am I catching so many Pokemon new fast? Because, I just caught the Coughing, there's a Pidgeotto nearby, and, there's all these Pokestops. How is this working? So first of all, the key thing you want to do if you're playing Pokemon is you've got to go to different places to catch them all. Like in the real world Pokemon games, you can't just stay in one place and expect to catch every single Pokemon. Admittedly, your one place might have a rare spawn every now and then, but it's only going to have like a few rare Pokemon. Because Pokemon are distributed in the physical world, like they are in the in-game world, you have to go to different places to find different Pokemon, and this means that, even in your entire country, let's say, you might only have like 144 out of the 146 that are catchable. So yeah, how exactly you're going to find all the Pokemon? Well, you have to go to new places. So new places can mean like the next town over, it can mean like a different city, it can just mean whatever you're going to at the time, but if you want to find the new Pokemon, you need to go to different places, or even just different sides of your existing places. For instance, central London, there's it's so big, you can just go to different parts, and even just going from Russell Square, which is just over there, where you can see, there's a couple of Pidgeys, even going from over there to a nearby park, you can see the Pokemon changes from 2 Pidgeys and a Rhyhorn over to, now there's a Drowsy, there's 2 Hitmonchans there's a Hitmonchan, and there's a Seal. Really, really crazy awesome stuff, and that's where I'm headed right now. So, what was that tool I just used? How did I find exactly where the Pokemon are? This is using something called Pokevision. So basically, because Pokemon, the in-game footstep tracking tool, doesn't work properly, and it means the game is kind of broken when you want to hunt Pokemon, there is a tool which uses the API, so it's using the in-game built-in tools to actually find where Pokemon are, because it's basically, if there's a community of people all playing the game together, then you can kind of work out where the Pokemon are going to spawn, because if this Hitmonchan is here for me, it's going to be here for everyone else. And if you look around, there's a bunch of people trying to catch the Hitmonchans, which is, I think it's really cool. And yeah, this website lets you know where these things are without having to know someone that lives on the other side of Central London. So yeah, it kind of means that instead of having to know, someone that lives everywhere in your little city and trying to go there, just hope there's something still there, you can find out not only where the Pokemon are, but how long they have left to spawn. So the Hitmonchan, for instance, had 9 minutes, but I've caught him now, and I got myself a fresh Hitmonchan. One of the, slightly harder to find Pokemon in the game. I've got it already, and I'm about to do the same with a Seal right here. Boom, I'm going to catch myself... 2 people just walked past. I'm going to catch myself a Seal. That guy over there is catching a, Pokemon is phone 2, by the way. I don't know if you can actually see that. But yeah, that's the cool thing about Pokemon Go. It's the fact that because the same Pokemon spawn in the same places for everyone, you have to go and explore the physical world if you want to find stuff. And the best way to do that is to actually go around and to, again, use Pokevision, use new places, and together you can do this stuff. So yeah, how do you use Pokevision? I figured I should just mention this one more time, because now I've caught the 2 new Pokemon in this area, and I think that's going to be just about everything. How do I find more of them? Because this is the best way to get XP, and I need to find new Pokemon fast. I've got a Lucky Egg going down. So what you want to do is you want to check back on Pokevision every now and then, and you want to kind of give yourself a wide search area, because again, the same area is only going to have so many new Pokemon, because even though it's based on population density, even if you're in a giant city like London, if you want to find new stuff, so if I want to find a Hitmonlee, for instance, or I really deliberately want to find a Eevee, I really deliberately want to find like a Charizard, what you want to do is you want to go back to Pokevision, and you want to kind of search your entire area. There is a search size limit, but it's mostly what's in walking distance, and you want to kind of use this as the kind of guide on what spawns where. That's the best way to use Pokevision. If you're just using it to be like, oh, in my area there's this, so I'll go outside, then you're not really going to get too much done. But if you use it as like a tool in a new place, or to even go to new places in a guide as to where to go, you can find yourself a whole bunch of new stuff, and that's how I found myself a Jigglypuff. That's how I found myself all these sorts of new Pokemon, even though I am a relatively low level. So yeah, hopefully you did all enjoy this video. Hopefully it taught you something new about where Pokemons are in the Pokemon Go. If it did, like the video, let me know, because it helps out the channel a lot, and lets know you do like this sort of video talking about the Pokemon Go. As you can see, I'm evolving, because it's the last few seconds of my my Lucky Egg. I'm trying to get as much out of it as I can. Yeah, share the if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. Another cool little side effect of this is because you can see certain concentrations of Pokemon in certain areas, that means there is more players there because, or they placed laws there or something, and I use that as a really handy way to find a whole bunch of laws, and basically, yeah, it makes the game more entertaining, not only because you actually are hunting something and you know where to find it, but it makes it more entertaining because you'll run into other players, and you can run into, big groups of Pokemon with those people, and yeah, it makes the game a more social experience, it makes it a better experience, and because the game itself doesn't provide it because it's broken, it provides something the game itself itself literally can't provide, which is something I think is awesome. So yeah, now I'm going to search the local area, and you're going to see like, oh yeah, I want to find that Zubat so hard. But more seriously, you look around until you find something that you actually want to go hunt or you really want. So there's a Jinx just at the bottom right there. There's I head even further to the south, for instance, I believe I'm about to find... Oh, there's a Rhyhorn in this park, like I said. But I believe there's also, you know, like a Mankey to be found, like maybe like 2 blocks over. So I went and I ran to it. I was like, okay, that thing has 12... Yeah, there's a match shop. It had 12 minutes left in it, but it was about 15 minutes away. I decided to go run for the match shop, and those are the experiences in Pokemon that I really, really enjoy. So hopefully this video did help you out. Go to a new place, use Pokevision. One of those 2 things alone would be great. Using both those 2 things alone means you can get a whole bunch of XP in a short amount of time. I leveled up 4 times in just this series of this 1-hour stream. And yeah, I hope you did enjoy the video. Come check me out at mobcrush.com/IVXToyCat if you want to see more of these streams. Like the video if you did like it, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I want to make new Pokemon Go videos, but it's going to depend entirely on what you think about this one. And besides that, I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.